this simple little video covering are you, do you, and you questioning. So like, do you like cats? Do you like milk? Are you enjoying like my company? Stuff like that. Because you may find that if you go too optimized with your key phrase, you'll run into issues where X none, X complement, X emo, and X nonsense might actually override your key phrase. Now the ranking won't affect it at all. Which, if you know what ranking is, if you rank a key phrase higher, like if we go over here and we change this to 125, let's say another statement, or not statement, another key phrase is very similar to this one would take the priority. But that won't make any difference. You could change this to the highest amount and it still won't take priority over the X complements and so on if you keep it in an optimized state like this. So in the case of this one, if we go, yeah, it's right here, you might find that these don't trigger. Now, none of these are grammatically correct. Depending on what you're talking about, some of these may be. So in the case of this first one, it doesn't make that big of a deal. Just certain words that you have here at the end, the site might not register them all that well. Like I've ran into the issues where, like let's say this plus S on the end won't actually work, so people's won't trigger. So you might have to have people's here, but have the plus end on the end for any other words. So keep that in mind for very specific words. You shouldn't run into it that often, but now I'll show you what I mean by this not working. Let's go over here. As you can see, I've already tested it. You put you liking people, doesn't work. You put are you liking people, also doesn't work. If we go over to the debug, which I have over here, we type this in, it triggers X none. Now let's say I was to grab this second one here, the do you like my eyes. Well, this one is similar to the first. This one's using me, my. Me, my is a bit of a mess. Like if you look down here towards the bottom, that one, to get it to work properly, no matter what the user says, it's a bit much. But here, say like if I say do you like my eye, X emote gets triggered. Then if we do this one, I believe it triggers in something else. Yes, X nonsense. So as you can see, conflicts with these tend to happen when you do the very optimized statements. You won't have this issue with most optimization. It's just for some reason with do you like, are you like, and you like tends to cause the issue. Like if you look here, down on the ones that do work, here and here, I still keep the love, enjoy, adore, into an attracted grouped. Those are all fine. The only ones I split off are the liking statements. Or not statements, questionings. Because those are the main issue that you are going to run into. So, now let's get this to work properly. We'll take this. And, even though this one's for eyeball, there was supposed to be for person, we'll change it to eyeball just to test it. So now, when we talk to them, and we say, here, let's do something like this, it will trigger properly. Let's say something like right now, as you can see, this one still doesn't work because we haven't added the me, my yet. So Are You Liking My Eyes at the moment doesn't work. So now if we go back here and we go to me, my, as I said, me, my won't work at the moment. And to do that, you're going to need these. And yes, you need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 6 things to get liking and like to work properly. So now if we take all this and add that in instead of the shortened optimized one, everything should work properly. So if we do Are You Liking My Eyes, or You Like My Eyes, it works. Let me see. Now, if you want to see some ways I have it implemented, let's take this one. I think it logged me out. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, so here, if somebody asks my chatbot, does he like cats? Or does he like dogs? I have it in place here. Of course, you don't need the into or, we don't call it, or attracted, since that doesn't go with this type of questioning. Or you can have like the beer, you can have certain gender types like the fuda. You can have height, like right here. All you'd have to do is next to the liking, add short, then do the plus ER, or do the plus, or do the shorter after it, just so it's grammatically correct. And this will all work solid. You won't run into any issues where, let's say, a user messes up a bit with their writing. This will still catch it, and you won't have to worry about it conflicting with anything else, because there's always certain keywords within the key phrase, like shorter, taller, let's say eyes, beer, crap like that, that will always help select between the key phrases properly. So, like, let's say we go to my bot, and when we say you can see he responds correctly. And you're going to say see? You always want to make sure you keep this in consideration for the do you, are you, and you key phrases. I hope this video helps. I know I'm not the best at, talking, but I hope this helps you out in some way. I hope you guys have a good day.